Hi guys, it's AK Rook here and welcome to a new series which is Banished. Basically I asked you guys what game I should play next and you said I should play a new game I've never played, and some of you said Banished, so that makes both of them. So new that I'm going to play the tutorial, so this is my tutorial video. Hope you enjoy. Let's start with getting stuff started, shall we? Then the basics of the game, including movement, construction, basic buildings, assignment and worker jobs, and starting a new town. Okay, let's go! So here we are, new town, new people. That's a deer. Ooh, wow, crafting is quite good. Welcome to Banished. In this game, you control a group of exiled travelers who decide to restart life in a new land. You'll have to learn to help them survive. Press next button to continue. Okay. At any time during the tutorial, you can access the option menu by pressing the escape key, or pressing this button here. Okay. From the options, you can save and load your game progress, next it, blah blah. Okay. First, get familiar with movement around the landscape. You can move the camera around by pressing the walls. And you can always move mouse to the edge of the screen, which I've already done. Wait. It doesn't help if you had two screens though, does it? Mental note. You can rotate your view by pressing Q and E. Wahey. Okay. You can zoom the camera in by insert delete, or by using the mouse wheel. Wow, we're out in the clouds. Oh, it's like the old populace. You can change the pitch of the camera by pressing page up and page down. Okay, there's not much movement in that. All the keyboard controls are configured can be modified in the options menu. Oh, so I can modify them. That's good. Rebindable keys is always good. Now that you're familiar with the movement, it's time to start playing. CPU control need three things to survive: shelter, food, and a way to keep warm in the winter. You may notice that the icons put on their heads. Yes, I've noticed that. This means the townsfolk don't have a place to live yet. Well, that's obvious. You can provide the townsfolk with places to live by building homes for them. First, select a house from the menu toolbar. Okay, house. House. And you want me to place a house here. Okay. Place a house. Leave a footprint where you can build it. Collect all the townfolk can start constructing wood. They collect wood and structure stone from the foundry. Okay, now remove resource and press. And then just drag over this area here. Okay. And then the townsfolk head to that area and start removing stocks, rocks, trees. And the busy, you can place the stockpile where the citizens store logs and stone. Press F5. Boom. Press that. You want me to press that there? Okay. Well done. Townsfolk will move the harvest, the rocks and trees and stockpile once they have materials. And the stockpile, the people will move logs and stone in construction location. Okay. By the time you cut down the trees and movement materials one place to another, some jobs require social workers. In the case of construction, you need to assign builders. Select the tool and select assign. And put that up to 2. Hey. It's actually quite a handy menu. I might keep that open at all times. Now begin construction of houses. Just one house is enough to get through the 3 more houses to give you. Okay, give me 3 more houses apparently. Okay, so I need to T and R to rotate. And place house there. Right. T. Okay. Sometimes it takes a while for people to do these jobs. You have to assign them to do. But increase the game speed. Hey. Modify game speed, slow down, pause, pause anytime, so I can just hit pause and stop it. Okay, so again, travel I can do that, and then I can reduce the speed and then press play again. Okay, let's go control, we will continue. Okay, so I just need to put 5 into the houses a bit. Let's see what my people are doing. So they're clearing all this area here. Wow, it's a big area they're clearing. Oh, it's raining. I'm going to slow it down one a little bit because I don't like how quick it was going. Just worries me a little bit. So look at the surrounding land. Zoom out a bit. Okay, so I'm sort of like a little peninsula of a river, but like a sea. That's the thing as far as I can look. Okay, the map is a limited space then. It may be limited by where my villages are. Hey! So they're building houses. Oh, I've got stockpile stuff there. I can't click on anything, but what it tells me I can click on. Okay, suppose this is a tutorial. Okay. So build the house, build the house, build the house. I'll put the speed back down as well. Forming automatically. Great! You at the houses, all the townsfolk may have seemed like a lot of work for your houses, but now you know how to build it. Things. Build a structure, place the building to a footprint. Citizens will clear the area and collect enough resources to build the structure. As long as the citizens sign to build us, they'll take care of the rest. Next. People are going to need food, otherwise they're going to starve. You can acquire food by various ways. You can hunt, gather crops and grow orchards and lay waste. If the people are close to starving to death, the hunger icon will appear above their heads. Since the townsfolk and near rivers establish you to create food by fishing docks, select the products. Products, fish. And it's telling me to place it that way, but I need to rotate it. And so I need to assign a fisherman. Assign 4 fishermen. You notice the icon above some of these villages. This means that the workers you just assigned don't have a place to work. As soon as the fishing dock's complete, I'll start working there. Okay, and then I come to disappear. Okay, next. Please, this any game can work spell. I actually want to keep that. While you wait for the fishing dock, you can time the tool to change the game speed. Once the fishing dock is complete, your tool will continue. Okay. So you want to get the fishing dock built as quickly as possible. Okay. You need to build roads will move slightly faster and move to this place. Place road by selecting the road or bridge icon. 2 bars of dirt. Road. He wants me to build a road like this. Okay. Same as builds the construction. You repair the road for use. After performance is constructed, the townsfolk will move faster when traffic on the roads. Okay. As townsfolk go work and other resources, many locations are useful to see how town is available. This information can be found by using the overview tool. If it can be found, tool menu option by pressing. Okay, so that's a very useful bar to have. I'm going to probably want to keep that out quite often. Okay. In the overview bar you can see the construction population, average health, hearts, and happiness stars, as well as the current wealth. Okay, so health. It's also brilliant. I have 10 citizens, 0 students, and 6 children. Current wealth and temperature, 77. Okay, next. Saying when food and other consumable goods are produced, they need a place to store somewhere. Until now, the people have just been placing everything in carts. With you can place a storehouse to hold more food. Okay. Auto rotate. Okay. I want to store wood. With you two, you can see that there aren't enough logs left to build a store bar. You'll need to cut some down and construct some. Continue. Okay. So. Okay. Bam. The people also need a way to stay warm with the winter. It's produced by cutting logs and firewood. To do this, you need to place a woodcutter to work. Start by selecting the resource option. Woodcutter. Oh, okay, it's not a building. Okay, rotate, rotate, rotate. Bam. The phones are in danger of freezing to death. This icon will appear above their heads. If they are overly cold, the people will return home and go to the closest warm building they can find. They can also appear and don't have any firewood available for heating. Okay, so you don't have any firewood heating. wait for the woodcutter and the building to be constructed, and blah blah blah. Continue. Those are logs are low, okay, that's what that means. Alright. So we just need to go to the time menu, speed up until these guys are constructed. Da, da, da. And it rains, and it gets wet. Oh, soaking. And we're soaking. And we're not so soaking. And we're okay. Another building. Good. No one I'm clicking anything else. And it's raining. And it's raining. And it's raining. Sure does rain a lot. Okay. Come on, build those buildings. Come on, you lazy people. Okay, so now you can always work. Assign worker by professional. You can always assign workers by using the professional tool button. You can change the number of workers and then examine the detailed structures and click on the woodcutter building to view the details. Hey! There's the townsfolk will use firewood to heat their homes. Next. Now that the storage barn cart people arrived is no longer needed. You can remove this and anything else you build with the construction tool. Okay, let's destroy the cart. We're going to remove the inventory cart, then make a storage barn. Use the time tool to change the time game speeds. Once the cart's removed, we go on. Oh, this tutorial is long-winded. I hope the game's a little quicker than this. So it look like Swatan will grow up to 5 years. Children grow up and become workers and have children of their own. Expand. Okay. So press this button. Press question mark. I think you can read some of the helpful references. Press next. Says the menu. Next. Okay. Oh no, time to go. Oh. Okay, this is my town, I suppose. The town grows additional special buildings can be helped. Make survival easier. The tutorial will build work areas for blacksmiths, tailors, and herbalists and foresters. So we'll click on resources. Click on the blacksmith, and we'll rotate. We'll put blacksmith there. Speed up time. Rotate and place. And now we want a herbalist. And forester. And another room's a place you can assign workers to. Okay. Blacksmith, yes. Tailor, yes. Herbalist, yes. A forester, yes. Assign 3 foresters. Okay. Blacksmith isn't complete yet. Use any of the time tool to speed of the game, but once the building is complete, the tutorial will continue. So just speed up until that's done. That. Can't click on it anyway. Keep going until the blacksmith is built. Let's see, that menu stayed there, which is nice. I like that menu. All workers need tools sufficient to do their jobs. You don't have to full icon appear above their heads. Tools eventually wear out and need to be replaced. Blacksmith can make new tools. Okay. Okay, you can see the blacksmith logo. We'll make new tools here. You can see the imagery of what the blacksmith has in store and making tools. Your material to maximum won't be able to work. Okay. You can also control how many tools the maker can put storage limit. This building is producing goods because the limit has been hit. The limit icon will appear above the building. Alright, okay. That's what that allow means, okay. You can enable disable location by toggling the work button. You also change the product of the blacksmith making using logs, iron and coal, and the blacksmith can produce steel tools rather than the long lasting. Okay. Steel. Next. Click on the tail of the building to view details. Okay. During the winter months, townsfolk stay warm by occasionally returning to their heated homes. With a tail, you can help the workers ward off the cold and stay out longer by crafting better coats. Okay. So you can use leather or wool to make clothes. A combination of both makes best clothing. Leather and wood. Okay. You know to need materials. Now the tailor won't be able to work unless because the fire can appear above the building. Okay. Come herbalists. Herbalists will collect herbals from the surrounding forest and will help townsfolk stay healthy. The little circle on the ground indicates the building showing where the herbalists can reach search. Okay. Since there's a variety of food to stay healthy, such as meat, vegetables, fruit and grains, townsfolk are not healthy, they're more prone to disease. Okay. So this collects the herbals and can be used to help keep townsfolk healthy for their poor diet. Use herbs to grow nearest on old trees and sometimes keep in mind when you place herbalist buildings. Old trees, okay. Forester. Rather than construct nearby air, rather than constantly clear areas of trees and produce firewood, the forester logs maintain frost you need. Okay. Workers will plant new trees and cut down old trees around the building. The yellow circle on the ground forest logs. Okay. Shows that the forester will work in. Next. Okay. Cut. You're able to disable the cutting of trees. When the cut is disabled, no trees will cut down. Okay. Have enabled or disable planting of trees. When planting is disabled, no new settlements will be planted around the building. Foresters will remove rocks and all is in the work area to make room for more trees to be planted. By using these building help tools, you make sure citizens have tools and warm clothes in winter can help replenish forests. Next. Press next to return. Okay, next. Okay, this tutorial, the project of citizens you found for hunting and fishing and gathering and all that jazz. Or to grow crops and raise livestock. Okay. Click on the food icon. Click on pasture. You want us to put a pasture there. You place the building by pressing. You can change the placement of the building by pressing RT. T. I like it there. Yeah. Okay. Hunting cabin. I don't like the fact that it's that far away from my village, but oh, there's a bridge there. Okay. Now you want me to do some... what's that? To gather. Okay. It's probably good to put them together. And now you want to farm for crops. Okay. Okay. Farm also an orchard that produces fruit. Okay, let's put an orchard down as well. Wahee. Crops are currently disabled. Select crop field. Okay. You will go for crops. You first need to select what type of plant you want to acquire. More seed types by trading with merchants and blah blah blah. Select one of the crop types you would like to build. Potato! And increase the number of people working field to 3 to 3. In the spring, workers plant seeds in the field, and the autumn they will harvest crop. You direct them to harvest by selecting the harvest icon. Okay. After planting, the yield meter will show how mature the crops are, and it can be used to determine how much food will be produced. Okay. You can disable and enable the work in the crop field by toggling the work button. Okay. Okay, this is disabled. Question mark. Apples or pears? We'll go with apples. No, pears for ciders. Let's go with pears for ciders. You also need to assign more farmers work in the orchard. Please increase total number to 6. Okay. Farmers will plant trees and it will grow over time. It may take several years for the trees to produce fruit. Good. Normally the farmers will harvest the fruit in autumn, but you can direct them to harvest the fruit earlier by pressing the harvest button. Okay. You can get down the trees in the orchards forward when you want to produce different type of fruit. Okay. You can disable the worker pressing that button. Okay. Yield how much fruit produced. Okay. Click on the pasture. Oh, well, we're going to cultivate sheep. And you also need to assign herdsman. Please assign that to 2. Okay. 2 herdsmen. If you want to move the animals to this pasture into another pasture, you can empty button. If you do this to create another pasture, you can hold the animal, all the animals. Okay. If you want to split the herd in order to increase the number of animals, you can press the split button. You have a space in another pasture that can hold the animals. Okay. You can also disable the workforce in the pasture by toggling this button. If the pasture isn't being worked, the animals will continue to grow, but they won't be reduced as quickly. Okay. If there are too many animals in the pasture, the herdsman will slaughter them for meat. You need to hire the animals to keep in the pasture by changing the value of the slider. Okay, meat food reduces from the flow. Okay. We've got a hunting cabin. Hunters will search the area around for wild game. In addition to providing meat, hunter deer they provide us leather and can be tailors to make clothes. Okay. Disable workers by ticking this button. Okay. Food limit. The food produced will control the maximum amount of food produced. Once the amount of food is stored reaches the limit, the workers will cease their work. Nothing to do until the time runs out. Okay. Bang bang. I'll wait for the next bit. Gather's detail. Okay. Gather's section wood forest. Along as the nearby forest, gatherers will work choice field type which they can found and provide variety of food quickly. Click on the fish details. Each building produces good attraction resources they produce each year. Click on the drop-down icon. Current season. Okay. Previous season. Okay. Current season displays how much resources have been producing so far in this current year. That's good to know. Previous season. That's very good to know as well. Population growth, you need to expand your food production to keep citizens from starving. Produce a variety of food type to help them keep citizens happy and healthy. Okay. Press next place this for focus on traders merchants or press quick to continue. Go to main menu, just check something quickly guys. Well, trading. Trading posts can be used to acquire new crops, seeds, fruit, seeds, livestock, food and many other items. Once a trading post is being built, different types of merchants will periodically arrive to sell you goods. It was already being built in your click trade post to use details. Okay. A trading post needs to be built on a river or a lake that connects to a large river running through the town. If it isn't, merchants will be able to get there on the boats to the trading post. Okay. Before you can make a trade with a merchant, you need to stock up the trading post with the goods you wish to sell. Any horses that has produced in the town can be traded. Okay. Hiding coats. Since the town has more tools and coats than it can, you can stock them at trading posts like this. Okay, if I type in 100, might be quicker. And tools, we want to put 120 in there. 120. Trading post needs workers that will move them from storage barns to stockpile and trading posts. Assign 4 workers to trading posts. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay, speed up time when that happens. Okay, put it there. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Reserve of logs is low. Okay. People let me know. I can't do anything about that. Oh, but hey. Now they have some inventory trading posts. With a click, you can trade tab in inventory with the merchants. That must be a merchant ship there. This picture is selling chickens. Once you buy livestock, you can move them into a pasture where the animals will produce livestock food. Increase the number of chickens you can buy to 6 by using the up and down arrows, the type of editing box. Okay. Okay, he has 6. He has 8, but we want to buy 6 apparently. And now we've got to trade with him to match that total. Okay, it's like a barter system. Fair enough. Increase the iron tools, hides, total amount of chickens. Okay. Sweet, so I've got 120. I'm guessing that's how it's worked it out. And if I put 100. Ooh, I'm overpaying. Oh, don't overpay, no! I should have worked it out with maths. Never mind. See, the chickens are brought to the fence area. Oh, okay, yeah. Fenced area pasture set up for chickens that they'll move into. Since you made a trade, the worker will start refilling the trading post inventory. You can always, if you always want to buy certain items from the merchant without interacting with the trade post, you can set up automatic purchase. Tab here. Auto purchase, never. Purchase mode determines if when it trades with it, make a trade with you. Purchase mode determines if and when the trader will make trade with you. The merchant arrives when the merchant leaves. The merchant arrives. Next. You will set the maximum number of items purchased. Okay, trader buys items up to the amount as long as the trading post has enough infantry to stock. Okay, so let's put it up to 100 logs then. Next. If you have set up more than one item in one money purchase, you can change the priority of which item you want to buy first. Alright, okay. Okay, cool. Normally when a merchant comes straight, they'll have random assortment workers. Rather than relying on chance, quietly when you can place the custom order when you just click here. Order. The order mode will determine the order is being placed or if it's recurring order. Just once. And chickens. Okay, merchants will limit space for their boats, so if you order too many of one item, maybe you may not bring them at all. Items bought from a custom order will cost more than a normal. Okay, so if I actually custom order something, it's going to cost me more. Trade can be a great way to acquire items in town lacking or can't yet produce. This concludes the tutorial. Press the X button to quit to the menu. Whee! So guys, that was the tutorials. Let's get on and play the game for the next episode. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, have fun.